Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Churchill Capital, or soon to be known as Lucid Motors. Yes, the merger did go through, which is absolutely great news. I know that Lucid Motors is probably going to be the next EV giant, and I'm very excited to see what Lucid Motors is actually going to bring to the table. But let's answer the real question here. Is Churchill Capital a good buy at $31.14? Should you take the time to actually invest in the company? Well, I hopefully hope to answer that for you guys by the end of the video. So let's dive in a little bit deeper, see what's been going on with Churchill Capital. So as of this week, guys, I believe it was Tuesday, Churchill Capital actually officially announced its merger with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is an EV company based out of California, and the company is a very well-established EV company in itself. So if we talk about established EV company, I mean, the company already has plans to be rolling out cars this year. It's already got its factories made. It's also finishing up a factory in Arizona and also finishing up a factory in Saudi Arabia. So it's not like it's a pushover EV company or some of the other EV companies that kind of IPO'd with more of a business idea. Like, Lucid Motors is definitely coming to the table. It's coming in strong and it's coming in hot, and it really does want to be the next competitor to Tesla. It does want to be known as the top EV company. Do I think Lucid Motors will one day be eventually better than Tesla? Only time is going to find out, but Tesla being the EV giant it is, it's definitely going to be difficult. But I know that Lucid Motors in itself is going to offer a lot to the table. I know it's going to bring a lot of value to the EV world. You know, we've seen how well a lot of these EV companies have done in the year of 2020 and 2021, all of them putting up large amounts of growth, not just because the stocks in themselves or the companies are having extraordinary sales, or the companies themselves are just, you know, selling so many cars that they can't keep up. No, it's not really that, but it's more of the overall speculation of how big the EV market is going to be in the next 5, the next 10, and even the next 20 years. So a lot of people are taking the time, you know, buying the stocks right now. If you even take a look at Tesla, you know, before Tesla hit its massive amount of share price, it used to trade around $10 to $15. Like just every other EV company, they all got to start somewhere. But with Lucid Motors, like I said, it's coming into the game. It's well established. It's got a lot to offer as a company. Their vehicle is known as the Lucid Air. It's a 517-mile range, 1,080 horsepower vehicle, so it's super fast, and it also offers a long variety of range, which is very good. It's going to be very interesting to see how the technology does compare to Tesla. I know that there's a lot of competitors out there trying to compete and trying to be the next Tesla. We have NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, we have now Lucid Motors, and a bunch of other companies that are starting to come out, they're starting to IPO. They want a piece of the pie. So really diving in about Lucid Motors, I think Lucid Motors is an absolute buy at $31.14, or Churchill Capital. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I say this is because, one, Lucid Motors, like I said, is a very well-established EV company. It's not coming into the game just kind of dry-handed. Yes, the company has not made any sales just yet, but they haven't even released their car yet. So it's not really fair to say an overall valuation, but really seeing how much Lucid Motors is going to offer as a company definitely makes it a huge buy. Saudi Arabia and themselves have a $1 billion backing stake in Churchill Capital, or Lucid Motors as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see that, you know, Saudi Arabia, which loves to invest in a lot of companies, has $1 billion put into Lucid Motors, probably knowing that they're definitely going to be the next big thing. But Churchill Capital in itself up 10.53% in the last trading session. If we take a look at the 1 week chart, though, it's actually down 50%. This thing was trading around $60, sank all the way to about $28, I believe it was, and it's kind of been on a steady decline ever since. And a lot of people are wondering, you know, why? Why did the stock actually sink if the merger actually got approved? This is great news. Well, there's a lot of factors to take in consideration. One, people always have to understand, like, the market valuation that they're going to go public at divided by the amount of shares does give you more of a rough estimate share price. So, you know, I do believe that $60 was a little bit overvalued for a company like Churchill Capital or Lucid Motors without any sales just yet. Plus, a lot of people do kind of have the buy the rumor, sell the news kind of trading strategy, where people will buy a company, and once the company actually goes public, then they go ahead and sell all their positions. The same thing did happen with Hyliion stock. Hyliion, the EV company that produces like EV trucks, it merged with Tortoise Acquisition, and it was around a $50 stock, and it just kind of continued to sink, and now it currently sits around 16 and 17 bucks. But I don't think that's going to be the case with Churchill Capital. I actually recommend people actually buy the dip on Churchill Capital, $31.14. This company is going to be absolutely massive. Lucid Motors is definitely going to bring a lot to the table, and is definitely going to be the next competitor to Tesla for me. By the end of the year, I could see Lucid Motors being a $75 to $80 stock. Without a doubt, I'm almost confident that Churchill Capital, or better soon to know me as Lucid Motors, is definitely going to bring a lot to the table. Plus, a lot of big time investors are already sinking their money into this stock as well. So it's safe to say, with the evolution of the EV market and Lucid Motors offering a lot of valuable product and really just diving in of how well the company is going to be doing, you know, yes, we're going to have to wait to see how their sales stand up to Tesla and all the other EV competitors in themselves, but I'm almost certain that Lucid Motors is not going to disappoint. I know that the company is definitely going to bring a lot to the table, and I think it is worth an investment. But like I said, the EV market is going to continue to grow for a very long time, the next 5, 10, 20, even 30 years. So really seeing that this stock is super cheap right now at $31.14, take the opportunity, buy the stock. If people who are, you know, saw the stock at $55 or $60 and were saying, I wish I had bought it sooner, this is your absolute perfect opportunity to buy the stock. It's sitting at a huge discount right now. Like I said, down 50% in the last week. So it's pretty safe to say that I don't know how much lower Churchill Capital is going to go. I don't think it's going to go much lower, but if you're truly bullish on the long-term potential of Lucid Motors, now is a very good time to pick up Churchill Capital stock. And I know that Lucid Motors so far has 9,300 reservations so far. It's pretty good for an EV company that's just starting out. So I'm very excited to see what Churchill Capital, or better known as Lucid Motors, as a stock is going to bring to the table, and as a company as well is going to bring to the table. By Lucid Motors, guys, I honestly believe it is super worth the investment. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Churchill Capital stock. Do you guys think Churchill Capital stock is worth a buy at $31.14? If you guys own Churchill Capital stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.